All right, good morning. Welcome to our weekly Mojo call. We do these once a week on Wednesdays at 0800 Eastern Standard Time. And it is June 29th, 2022. We're getting ready to have July 4th weekend. Happy birthday, America. We're excited for that. And so this morning, I wanted to talk a little bit about personal growth. As you know, Mojo calls are just a way to get your day up and running. And it's just in the middle of the week, maybe in the middle of the hump week, right? And the hump day, I think they call it, right, Stacy? And it gets you up and running and going. And so personal growth is something that people have a hard time with. I know I do. I don't know if you do or not, but I think most people do. It is something that we do as an afterthought. It's like oh yeah, I guess I should do some of this personal growth. And so one of the questions, one of the things that my mentor taught me a long time ago is this fact that when you ask people the question of what is the most important thing for you to protect in your life or to make better or to work on, and most people would say your health, right? Without your health, nothing else matters, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have if you're going to die tomorrow. It doesn't matter, right? You have to be healthy, right? So you need to work on your health and things like that. And I would say it even goes even deeper than that. It would be your mental or your spiritual health. What is inside of you? Because even as you get sick and old, which was going to happen to all of us, right? We're all going to get sicker and older as we go along. If you don't have mental health, if you don't have personal growth, if what's inside you isn't healthy, it doesn't matter how healthy your exterior is, your body is, right? You can have people that are totally in great shape, but their inside is a complete mess, and they have to take that with them wherever they go. And so that's what working on you is. And if you're an entrepreneur and a realtor, like a bunch of us who are watching this, your business grows based on the amount of growth that you have. I would say that is absolutely true. Doing this for a couple decades here, the fact that if you don't grow, your business is going to grow. You're going to have what's called a ceiling. There's only so far you can go with the talents that you naturally have, and then you have to work on you. And so why is it that people have a hard time with it? I think it's because we don't have a system in place to make it so that it's automatic. So it's something that you do every single day. And so what I'm going to share with you today is just something very simple that somebody turned me on to, and that you might find help you keep you more consistent, keep you more accountable, be able to track it, be able to have somebody remind you, nag you, if you will. And that nag is going to be your cell phone, right? Everybody's best friend, it's your phone. And as they say, there's an app for that. Well, that's what we're talking about. It's going to be an app that I want to show you that you can use and help you move along through your personal growth journey. Because here's the thing about personal growth: it has to be intentional, and you have to have a plan that goes along with it. Now, a lot of us say, well, I go to church once a week, or I periodically read here or there, and all of that's good. But what is it that you're doing daily, intentionally? And I challenge you to say first thing in the morning. Very first thing in the morning. Why is that? Because as entrepreneurs, we know what happens to you in the middle of the day. Well, I'm going to do my personal growth at lunchtime. Let's say that's you, because I've tried that one. What happens as an entrepreneur? Well, we know what happens. Something comes along in that day, some piece of news, something happens with a business, and your entire day goes to pieces. And so what happens? We move personal growth. I'll work on that tomorrow. Right now, I've got this fire I've got to handle, right? We always have these fires, these emergencies. And so it's best to handle your personal growth first thing in the morning, not just to get it out of the way, but to start your day off right. Because what we know about things that happen during the day to you in your business, it's not really the event that dictates how your day is going to go. It's how you respond to the event. And if you've set up your day and worked on your personal growth first thing in the morning, you have a better baseline to keep you stable and steady throughout the day, even when all hell's breaking loose. And we know with real estate that happens a lot. It can take one thing out of the 17 different moving parts on a deal to go wrong, one allied partner, one little chink in the armor, if you will, or a weak link in the chain. It could be the other agent that you're working with, somebody that they're working with that does something out of anybody's control, and it's all in a mess, right? So here's what I'm going to show you. And you can go to your app store, whether it's Google Play or Apple, but there's a thing called the 5-minute journal. And I'll show you here in the app store. Whoops. Let me go back to it. Let's see if you can maybe see this here. I tested this morning. There it is, the 5-minute journal. Hopefully you can see that on there on the screen. And I'm going to click open on it and check this out. So here's one of the things it does. First of all, it gives you a little tip on a little challenge, if you will. And they're painful challenges. Growth comes and change comes through pain a lot of times, okay? And so this challenge right here is this one. Take a look at this one. Leave your cell phone at home today. You deserve a break. Wouldn't that be painful? Anybody else just have like chills run down your spine, like going out without your phone for the day? Can you imagine that? That would be, it almost seems impossible as a realtor if you could do that. But what if you had a certain time during once a week where you went without your phone and without your computer for a day, and you had somebody else monitor your stuff? Think about that. Incredible challenge on that. So that's that. And then it's got daily stuff on it that I think you'll like that gets you going. One of them is this. 3 things, it's going to pop up here. Hang on a second. 3 things I'm grateful for. One of the problems I had with personal growth, this may be with you too, is that it was all involved just reading, right? Reading, I don't want to say just reading. Reading is a very, very, very important part of personal growth, but it just, like, you're just taking it in. But when you actually have to write something out, not just think of 3 things I'm grateful for, but actually write them down. What are the 3 things I'm grateful for today? And take time to think about that. Here's what I've learned about gratitude. Gratitude is an activity. It's not just I'm grateful for. Gratitude means you show gratitude. You do something. Writing out what you're grateful for is actually practicing gratitude. And so taking the time to think about that. And look, sometimes, I don't know if anybody else, you wake up and you're like, I'm having a bad day today. You've already decided in your head that you're having a bad day. But if you have to come up with 3 things that you're grateful for right out of the gate, first thing in the morning, you'll be surprised sometimes how difficult that can be. But the act of doing it and identifying what you're grateful for and putting it down on paper, or in this case, on your best friend, right, that you're going to take with you, your phone. It's funny, they say to leave your phone at home for the day, but they got you doing this first thing in the morning. But anyways, 3 things I'm grateful for, and putting that down. You cannot have a negative emotion at the same time that you're practicing gratitude. Whether it's fear, whether it's envy, whether it's anger, any type of negative emotion is completely erased when you do 3 things that you're grateful for. And they may come to you right away, or it may take a little bit of time to work on, okay? The next thing they have is, what will I do to make today great? What will I do to make today great? You're speaking into existence. What am I going to do to make today great? And the great part about these is there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. It's something that you're going to speak into existence that you're going to make today great. And when you go into these things, it actually has prompts too. Like maybe you're just stuck, man. I've got writer's block. It's first thing in the morning. I can't think of it. It starts you off. I will, or I will complete this, or I will go to the, or I will call my, those are tough to read on there, I know. But it's got some prompts too to help you along, which is great with that. One of the other things that's really awesome with it being your phone, it gives you the ability to put a photo. Human beings, we are visual creatures. Like words create a picture in our mind. And so you can take a photograph and you can put it on there. Like maybe today I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work legs, and you can put a photo of some legs that you're trying to accomplish. I don't know why I came up with that example, but that's an idea, because I don't like working legs, just upper body. I think most people don't want to do legs. Okay. So what will I do to make today Great. And it tells you, keep these small and achievable so you actually go out and complete them. What are you going to do? Like maybe today, I'm going to do a social media video at a model of a new build home, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to post it to my social media account. That's for real estate agents that would do something like that. Okay. So that's the next one. The next thing they have to prompt you to do is daily affirmations. Daily affirmations. Choose powerful words and phrases to imprint on our subconscious mind. You do that first thing in the morning, right? Like one of my favorite words is, I am intentional. Intentional. Instead of just flowing down the river of life, seeing meandering wherever it takes you, I'm intentionally going somewhere. I'm going to a destination. I'm doing to a thing. I have something I'm going for. And they have great affirmations on here. I am enough. I am healthy. I love and accept myself. I am safe and protected. I am full of energy. I love my life, right? All these different affirmations that you're speaking to yourself. And I love those on there. And so that is the next one. And then here's the great part of it. After you do those, that's your morning. That's 5 minutes of personal growth first thing in the morning. Okay. Quick, easy to do, but also easy not to do. The easiest things to do in life that can really change your life, that are so simple, are also easy not to do. For example, eating healthy. Easy to do, but also easy not to do, right? Going for a walk each day. Easy to do, but also easy not to do, right? And then, so this is the best part of it. You did all those, you put them into writing, you spoke them into existence, and then at the end of the day, by the way, this thing will prompt you. It's got highlights of the day. What were the highlights from your day? What were the highlights? What happened today that was great? And you'll put it down here on writing, and it'll remind you of how grateful you are with that. And then the next thing it has at the end of the day, if you could magically go back in time and change something, what would it be? How could I have made today even better? So I had these highlights of the day. Here's what happened today. That was the highlights. What could I have done to have made today even better? And what I love about this is something that I've been trying to work on a ton, is not comparing myself to other people, comparing myself to me. What could I have done to make today even better? Working to get myself better each day. And these are in the app, right? And so you're writing this stuff out. And of course, it's got the little photograph thing too on there too. What could I have done today to have made today even better? And then how do you feel, right? It asks you, how do you feel? How do you feel this evening? And it asks you that actually earlier in the morning too. So I love that app. And one of the cool things about it, and look, just for full transparency and clarity here, I fall off the wagon on the personal growth train all the time too. I was doing them. I was doing great. In January, I had them. I was going day by day, right? I was doing the first, second, third, and you have an accounting of your system of what you were doing, your different things, what were making you grateful and nice. Oh, look, there's my cat in there, right? What was I grateful for? And whenever you're feeling, I don't know, maybe you're feeling down, or maybe you're forgetting what you should be grateful for, you can literally go back and scroll through the app and look at the highlights of the days and the things that had happened and that you've had happen. You can go back over them, and it helps you have the gratitude when you do it. Like I just looked at just scrolling through the things that I had posted in January when we were doing the Miracle Morning. This was part of my the Miracle Morning. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's a step process. It's a whole nother Mojo call, but it's to get your day off and running 1 hour every morning to get you off and running. That's a big chunk. This app is just 5 minutes. If you're not doing any personal growth, just go with the 5-minute app for now and try to get that up and running. But it's a great way to hold yourself accountable and also keep track, right? If we don't track things, if we don't measure things, we're not going to stay on track. And so that's the app, the 5-minute journal. I think it's a great way to get people started on their personal growth journey of growing as an individual so that they can grow their business. And it doesn't just grow your business, but it grows everything. Your health will get better because you're more intentional. Your relationships, your personal relationships will be better. Your spirituality will increase, and you'll be more in tune to the world, and you'll be more present. And what you'll find is life will be a lot calmer, and things that are going on around you won't affect you as much because you have this internal strength and fortitude. So that's the weekly Mojo call for the, can you believe it's the end of June? The 2022 is half over. 6 months out of the year, 2022, it seems like just the other day is half over. And so there is never, the best time to start your personal growth journey was 20 years ago. That was the best time to start it. The second best time is today, right now. At the end of this call, after you watch this call, you can download the 5-minute journal, and you can take 5 minutes right now, and you can start and check off your personal growth journey today. And I would challenge you to do that no matter when you're watching this, probably on my YouTube channel. And I want to thank you for checking it out. Hope everything's great. We're wishing and praying for you to have the best of everything in life. And that's what I hope for you. So thanks. Have a great day, and or night, whenever you're watching this, and see you soon.